Had to go through all kind of changes to get some internet. This is ridiculous today. We finally got me some internet, man. Unbelievable. Alright, and I don't got long. I got about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get on the charts real quick, see what it looked like, and then I'm out. Alright, let me Alright, let me find the chat first of all. All right. All right, there we go. Okay, dope. Let me see. Here's the chat, though. I don't see the chat. It's all the way down here. All right, there it is. What's up, Sheena? What's happening, Don? What is going on, y'all? Man, I was going through all kind of changes trying to get on this internet just now. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I actually don't even have that much time. I got like 20 minutes. But I'm going to give it all I got on these charts real quick, see what's going on. Don said profits always better than wages. Made my money. Yep, I ain't mad at you. Oh, okay, Sheena. Baby girl's birthday, huh? This one of your younger ones, or like? Well, I know you said that you got like 5 or 6 kids altogether, but this is like a little baby, or? Oh, she's 5. Yeah, she's tiny. Okay. She 5. She know it's her birthday. That's for sure. Mother in the shoe. No doubt. Yep. Yeah, summertime months are good months to be born in, I think. Although I'm biased because I was born in May, so of course I'm gonna talk that summertime shit. Don said, you ever trade the London session? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. What's funny is that I'll trade during, like, whenever I'm up. You know, like if I'm up during the German session, you know, I get on the charts and look and see what's going on. I do all of that. There have been plenty of times where I took trades 2 or 3 in the morning. Yep. Without a doubt. Man, these security guards we have nothing better to do. Like, come on, man. She said May is still good. Yeah, May is alright. Don said he started Forex trading during London. Okay. And doing 5-minute binaries too. US session a little sloppy because lots of news. Yeah, and it'll vary. It will vary depending on the number of things. It's interesting because one of the things that I like the most about the way that the market does is the market does whatever it wants to do. So as soon as you think that you got the market kind of boxed in to a time, you might be like, oh, I like to trade during the Asian session. Nah, man. There's gonna be times when the Asian session look like the London session or the US session. Then there'll be times when the US session looks like what you think the Asian session looks like, or what you kind of expect it to look. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, the Asian session is slow and there's less volatility. There's times during the Asian session where it looked retarded. And then there's times during the US session, which is the session that most people think is the busiest and the most active, because there's a lot of news and because it's daytime and the US markets are open. There's days when US session is moving beautifully, you know. Matter of fact, yesterday was a good example of that. When we got our trades, that was in the morning in the US session. So, it can happen at any time, which is why, oh, sorry about that. Excuse me. Which is why it's a good idea to learn how to interpret the market, because with that skill, you'll be able to go on the charts during any session. It don't matter what session it is. And you know what you're waiting to see the market do. So either the market does that or it doesn't, regardless of what the session is. So that is definitely the value and the benefit of honing in on market skill itself. It gives you an opportunity to really just look at the market whenever, But Monty, what's good? What's up, Holly? Oh, thanks for 390, huh? Yes, you are welcome. I told you it was going to be epic, and it definitely was. Don said, one thing you can never figure out, the market. The minute we take the mindset, the market will humble you. Yes, exactly. And this is actually something that I spoke on yesterday during training when we trained at night. What's up, Chris? What I was saying was like, when I do observation in the market and I study, I don't have a preconceived idea of what I'm expecting the market to do or look like. When I really study, I really literally just sit there and look at the market and I don't project any of my thoughts or anything on the market or on what I think I'm seeing. I just sit there and wait literally until the market kind of unfolds itself and just reveals more about itself in that moment and during that time. And that's how a lot of clarity has come to me through observation and study. It's because I don't put anything on the market. You know what I mean? He said they used to say the market will give you a cheap haircut. Right. Market is straight Zeke you. Yep. Yep. Exactly. You just hear zzz, and you got a whole patch of hair missing where your hairline should be. That is a fact. Yeah, exactly. And take your money. Yep. Yeah, and that's what's like so awesome about the way NADEX is set up, because it's kind of like it's not you against the market. It's you and the market. because it's either your efficient interpretation or your incompetent misinterpretation of the market that puts you in either the right or wrong position when you're taking trades on NADEX. You know what I mean? Because you're not trading against the market, you're trading against whoever's on the other side of the trade. So in other words, you're trading against the person that has the opposite thinking in the market. And what that means is when you learn how to allow the market to lead you, you put yourself in the best position that you can be in. And at the same time, you're giving yourself the edge over the person on the opposite side of the trade that you take. Because whatever they're thinking is the opposite thought pattern of what you're thinking with regards to the market at that moment when you take that trade. So whoever you end up trading against is thinking the opposite of what you're thinking. And if you're in line and in tune with the market, it means they're not in tune with the market. You understand what I'm saying? So because they're not in tune with the market, they'll be on the losing end of that trade. And that's what's so crazy. That's crazy. That's remarkable, man. Like that really is remarkable. It changes the whole dynamic of it all. Yep. Don said he loved NADEX, especially coming from Forex. Yep. Exactly. What's good, Adam? He said he not getting enough attention in the group chat, so he came over here. Don said people don't realize the opportunity in front of us, the power of the Benjamin. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like money is a tool, just like anything else. The tool I like to use it for is freedom. It's like in our society, when you have an abundance of money, you're not restricted by anything that you want to do. You know, you don't have to sell your time to get money. From the perspective that I'm talking about, as far as um if you're trading, because you're not selling your time to an employer in exchange for money. When you're trading, you're actually using your skill to extract money from a platform that provides the opportunity for you to do so, like NADEX. So it's a whole different dynamic. I mean, anything with regard to the market is dealing with skill and dealing with profits. So if you basically learn and educate yourself well enough, you'll be able to position yourself to earn money that way. So now that you can earn money that way, you don't have to sell your time. That's what freedom is. If you don't got to sell your time, you're free. You know, you're in control of everything. You decide if you want to even do anything. You know, I was thinking about that this morning, man. When I woke up, I was like, I don't even feel like going on the charts right now, so I didn't. I'm literally just getting on the charts now. Like I just felt like walking around. I did a little jog, got something to eat, and I was like, I get on the charts for about a half hour, and then I, go on about my business. It's freedom, man. It's fantastic. 1 million, what's good? Yep. Yeah, so like this week, my son he's taking a cooking class for the week. So I've been out here with him running around, and that's why like I've been hanging out a little earlier, because I'm usually not even out and about around this time anyway. I usually come out later. What's up, Nicholas? He says, so tired of selling my time because I have to pay bills. I can almost see the change. Yeah, I mean, see, and the thought process of that, like we was talking about this the other day. Um, you know, if if you're someone that doesn't like that idea, of being on a job because you have to be there. The fact that you have something else, for some people, their job, represents their primary focus and the thing that they want to do. For some of us, we cut from a different cloth. Your job is just what you're doing while you're actually positioning yourself to do what you really want to do. You understand? So it's like the job becomes a tool. And if you look at it this way, it really changes up the energy that's associated with when you go to the work. Because when you go to work now, your thought process is more so, I'm doing this, and eventually I know I'm going to be doing this. You see what I'm saying? So I'm using this in the interim while I'm building this. That makes it a different dynamic, and that's how you're able to navigate and find your way to happiness, because you have to have a level of happiness every day. It's like you got to find a happy place. You literally have to do that. That's why people end up being as miserable as they are. It affects their health. It does a bunch of shit because it's stress. When you're not happy, you're stressful. You're stressed out. So you have to do what you need to do in order to find that happy place. For so many people, and I'm talking about for millions of people, they miserable at their job, and then they don't have this over here. So it's like they have to go to work and they're miserable, and then they don't have this. So you got to find this, whatever this is. And this right here represents your connection to what's going to make you happy. And in the process of doing that, that's how you shift the energy. And when you shift the energy, now it affects everything that you do, including what you do when you at work. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what it is. Some people, sometimes you go to your job and there's miserable people at your job every day. They just always miserable. It's like, well, why are you always miserable? Like, what's wrong with you? You know, and that's what it is. They have not found that happy place, and they're allowing the stress to build up, and become like a domino effect. Then it spirals out of control, and then every day they're just a miserable person. So you don't want it to get to that level. Definitely not. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nicholas said out here giving the keys to break the chains. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Because like I said, when I worked and I had a job, I did a lot at my job. I did a lot. Like, I made myself valuable at the job because I took the work seriously. So even though I knew I wasn't planning on being there my whole life, I treated every job as if it was me becoming the boss of the job. That's how I looked at it. And it reflected in my performance in the way that I was at the job. And what did it do? It created an environment around me. So now when I'm at work, I'm happy at work because I created that environment, because it reflects through my performance and it reflects through me, because I know that I'm doing this over here. I know that this over here is waiting for me, and I'm building this a little bit at a time every day. See, for me, it was trading from the gate, from the jump. It was trading. For some people, it might be whatever, writing, singing, like whatever it is. You got to find your happiness in whatever it is that you ultimately want to do. And then you transition the energy. When your energy shifts, that's when it all changes and it all opens up. Without a doubt. Andrew said, appreciate your advice yesterday about the first flip. One trade away from the first one, small flip. But your advice about being cold-blooded and not caring in terms of emotion is 100% correct. Yes, it is. Facts. Don said, that's a sad life when you are a slave and have no game plan to get out. For real, man. For real. And and then again, if your game plan is being on that job, then that's cool too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But again, you should find happiness in it. You got to find a happy place in it. You have to. Makari said, using the job as a stepping stone to get to the positions you want to be in. It's all perspective. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Chip? Yep. Yeah, exactly. Right. Adam said for some people that's called comfort zone. You right about that. You are absolutely right. Yep. All right. Well, I just came on real quick. I guess I just came to drop some nuggets and leave because I'm out. I'm out. So I'll holler at y'all later. If I come on, I might come on again. I don't know. If I have time to, I'll probably come on again a little later on. If not, I